Hi guys, welcome back. In this video of our JavaScript nuts and bolts, I want to show you how to use the enhanced for loop. Without further ado, let us dive in and see how to use the enhanced for loop. So the first example I'm going to give, or rather, I'm going to show you first how majorly what many of us are used to use, and that is the traditional for loops. So assume that I have an array here, and let us call this array names. And of course, I'm going to pass names here or value string. And for now, what I want to do, and pass around 5 names here. Let us start with Kevin, and then we can have like Amai, and then we can have something like maybe Brian. Can have Brian. Brian, then we can have something like James. Let us add one more name of a lady, and we can have something like maybe Joyce, right? Joyce. And so after having this, the traditional way that many of us are used to, or rather iterate through this function, will be to do something like this. And I say let I equals to all like that, and then I say I should be less than names dot length like that, and then last I say I plus plus, then I just do a console log down here and say console log console.log. Inside here I'm just going to pass. For now, I'm just going to say, let us just say names without complicating things and pass the index I here. So that is how I will traditionally loop through these elements. And so like that. So that is how someone will traditionally loop through this element. And if I run this code, as you can see now, I have my names displayed here. So you might be thinking that this is the best way to loop through this element, but I guarantee you with enhanced for loop, you will automatically love it and you probably won't use this guy again. So let us dive in and see how to use the enhanced for loop. So I'm just going to do this. So with enhanced for loop, I'm going only to need, just say a const name. This now represent a single element of the array, and the array name as simple as that, and then I can just move these guys. So you only need to declare like a variable to represent a single element of the array, and then the array itself. And then if I run this code now, you have the same result. But now imagine here I do not have again to deal with the index of this loop, and it is quite straightforward. So one more thing, or rather two more things that you can be able to enjoy with this guy. So now let us assume that I want to get the indexes of these elements. The only thing I can be able to do now, I can just say entry here. Let us just use this guy, or rather this variable entry, and then he has just call a function by the name entries, like so. This is a function. If I now console log my entry here, you'll see a very interesting result here. So let us run this. As you can see now, interestingly, is that it actually gives me like an array again of the index and of the name. So this entry by itself is this array here. So if I want to get the single elements in this entry, I can just use an array here and just say that we want the first guy to be I and the second guy to be name, right? And so I want to console log here that index of, and then I can just use my I here now and say index of I. And then I can say has has the name. Then I can display my name right here. Was that so I can just say index of one has the name Kevin, index of two has the name am I, something like that. Yeah, so if I run this code now, as you can see down here, let me actually format this to look well. So let me add a space here and then run this again. So as you can see here now, index of 0 has the name Kevin, index of 1 has the name Amai, index of 2 has the name Brian, index of 3 has the name James. So that is one of the coolest thing you can be able to do with the enhanced for loop. Guys, just explore this enhanced for loop and let me know how awesome it is in while using it. For now, guys, as usual, subscribe, leave a comment, share, and until we meet again, bye bye.